It's a typically clear, fine day here in Canberra, the sort of day that makes you feel it's great to be alive. So it's with some surprise that we, of all places, should find a van like this, which is designed to measure the amount of pollution in the air. The van's been here now for several weeks, and the obvious question is why, because surely there can't be much to measure.
We're measuring air pollutants in Canberra as a part of an ongoing program to assess the environment.
Wouldn't you be better off in Sydney or Melbourne, where there's something to measure?
In Canberra already we've found from limited monitoring that we have exceeded WHO recommended levels on several occasions, and we can only expect this to increase in future.
Well, what's causing it? Obviously there are no factories here.
The prime concern in Canberra are motor vehicles.
So it turns out that the clean Canberra air is just on the standard considered dangerous by the World Health Organisation, and all because of the motor car. It's a fact that's a little frightening because Canberra's still only a small city with a population of under 200,000, and it doesn't take a genius to work out that life here in a few years' time will be positively dangerous because Canberra is one of Australia's fastest growing cities. But the real problem is, what do you do about it? Canberra is built around the motor car. There are no trains or trams, just a lot of buses and cars.
There's not a great deal that can be done because we're so dependent on motor cars, and motor cars are the things that are causing the air pollution problem in Canberra. We would need to get away from cars altogether and switch to some alternative form of transport to remove that problem completely.
Meaning that Canberra's basic plan, which is considered by all Australians to be good, is wrong.
It's wrong in the specific area of air pollution because this was never a parameter in the town planning. It's only recently that people have become concerned with air quality in the way that we are now.
Well, what sort of a future would you predict for Canberra? Something like Sydney and Melbourne, if nothing is done?
The pollution will be proportional to the number of cars that we've got. If we get to be the same size as Sydney and Melbourne, we will have that sort of problem on our hands. Well, growth centres have got to be aware that when they reach something like a population of 100,000 cars, they're going to enter the air pollution game. So, if they are concerned about this, they will try to plan alternatives to the private motor cars.
And what sort of a plan should be put forward for growth centres with the knowledge of pollution problems?
Oh, I guess as much as they can get onto public transport or rapid transit systems, then they'd be advised to do so. Even trams have made a comeback.
So don't blame Henry Ford, blame the planners. But whilst it might be too late for the capital cities, including the beautiful Canberra, somewhere here there's a lesson for the growth centres and the bigger regional cities with populations close to 100,000 people.
Driving on the freeway, pulling on a two-door black coupe. My mama's in the backseat, a chugga-lugga-chugga-loo. Heading down a turnpike, coupe dropping out of sight, yes, it's true. Oh, Henry got to speed up, a chugga-lugga-chugga-loo.